This year has brought on a lot of unique challenges, to say the least, including one beauty blunder we never would have thought would be an issue. In today's Style File, masks and makeup, because your concerns are our concerns. Studio 5 style and beauty contributor Megan Moore is here to help. This is like a new term. I'm sure it will be in the Urban Dictionary by the end of the year. Maskne.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's official.
How do we define maskne?
Well, there's actually 3 different things it could be. So you've got to make sure you're treating the right one. So it could be just a rash, kind of an irritation that we would treat with like hydrocortisone.
Lovely.
It could be little white bumps that are actually a fungus.
Oh, it gets better.
You would need an antifungal. Or it could be actual acne that's just caused by this environmental change. And that's what we're going to talk about today. It's just some ways you can treat it if it's actual acne.
If it's actually that third kind of piece of the puzzle.
Yep.
And when we talk about environmental change, it's what? It's the rubbing, it's the humidity in there.
All of the above.
All of the above.
Yep. And it's just like a shock to our system. Our skin is used to breathing, and then suddenly it's not. So sometimes our skin just kind of freaks out, and we're getting acne. I've never dealt with chin acne my entire adult life, and then all of a sudden I was having all this chin acne. I'm like, why? I have to deal with this now too, right? So I've come up with a solution over the last 9 months that has really kind of started to work for me.
I mean, I guess it could be your badge of honor. Like, I'm doing it, Gov.
Yep, I'm doing it. I mean, all of us, right?
Oh, and I love that you say it's a shock to your system, much like it was a shock to our system to hear you say fungus before 11 o'clock. But whatever.
Right.
Solutions, where do we start?
Okay, so for the actual maskne, you want 2 parts. You want something you're gonna put on in the daytime, up against the skin first before makeup, and then something at nighttime to take it all off. So this first one is called Peace Out Acne Serum.
Great name.
Great name, and they make really great acne products, and you can find it at Sephora. And so this is just a beautiful lightweight serum. It's a salicylic acid, so it's great for all ages. It's gonna help kind of keep the acne at bay. It smells amazing. It's like a spa, very fresh, kind of minty, and I love putting it on in the morning. So this is the first thing I put on before makeup. That's going to go underneath the mask and kind of help prevent.
Moisturizer, where does this come in the layering process?
I would put this on before the moisturizer.
Before your moisturizer. Are we pulling back on moisture if this is our issue?
I mean, you still need it because we're going to talk about, I'll talk about some of the other products later that are drying, so you still do need moisture, but you may not need as heavy of a moisturizer, at least on the lower half of your face.
Peace Out Acne, that's our daytime treatment.
Yep. Then at night, we're going to switch over. This one is kind of like a grown-up, do you remember Oxy pads when we were...
Yes.
When we were teens.
Children of the 80s.
This is kind of like a grown-up Oxy pad. So this is by Strivectin, and this is their daily reveal pad, and it is an exfoliator. So we need to speed up the exfoliation, get all of this stuff out of the pores at the end of the day. So this is going to do that. It's kind of gritty in texture. So you get the physical exfoliation, and then it has all these amazing acids, alpha hydroxy, beta hydroxy, and it's going to go to work to degunk all of the pores to keep the maskne at bay.
Yeah, I mean, I remember feeling like, what was it? What did you?
Oxy pads?
Yeah, I remember feeling like that was doing something.
Oh, yeah.
Like I put it on my face, you felt that little burn. It's like, I don't know what's happening, but something's happening.
And and you can fill these ones as well, but it's more grown up, definitely better quality ingredients.
Do you find masks affecting how you apply makeup?
Yes, because I mean, I don't know about you, but I can't just not wear it. That's not an option for me because, you know, there are times when you take it off. You're going to eat lunch, you're going to talk to people. So for me, that's not an option to just not wear it at all.
Yeah, but look, because Megan and I are both going to bare our beautiful souls here. This is what's happening.
Yeah,
Who's
so
worse?
I actually have all of what I talk about on, and this is the mask I wore in today, and it's pretty clean. I'm feeling pretty good about this actually, so not too bad.
As opposed to mine, this was a clean mask this morning. I was laughing with Megan about that meme that went around early on, like the CDC wants us to do this, but really we're moms in minivans reaching under our seats and hoping to find a mask. This was clean this morning. This is my walk from the dressing room to the studio, so clearly I'm not doing the things that Megan's going to tell us about. What should we do to keep it on our face? Okay,
so we're going to talk about setting, and there's 2 different things we're going to do here, but what I realized is I needed to actually reverse what I used to do. So I used to do setting powder first and then my final spray at the end, but I've realized that if I do it in reverse, it works better for me. So I spray first and then powder last, and for some reason that prevents the transfer better than anything else.
Okay, setting spray we know to be like hairspray on your face. I think it's one of those products that sounds like an extra until you try it. And if you're trying to go for the all-day face, it's like your best friend.
It is.
What one are you loving these days?
This is the one I ended up loving the most. Is actually one of the more affordable options. This is by Makeup Revolution, 10 bucks. It's their Infinite Spray. Now, this does have a higher alcohol content in it, and that's why you still need a moisturizer at the end of the day. But this one is fantastic. And then this product is the Pixie Quick Fix powder. I love this one because of the application. You can keep it in your purse for touch-ups. You don't need a brush. The powder just comes through the little pad and you just stamp it on your face. So this is kind of the last thing I've put on, and that's going to give me that barrier against the mask so I don't have as much transfer.
Nice. And you taught us during family photos session, we talked about makeup for family photos a couple months ago. You can actually layer those products, layer them up if you want really extra protection.
Yeah, you can do a few different layers of the setting spray throughout the makeup process if you really need to lock it in.
But setting spray first and then finishing powder.
Yes.
It's a reverse.
It's a reverse of what I've always done.
Her mask proves that it works. What else?
And then lastly, you're going to want to switch your lipstick products. You really have to pretty much ditch any kind of thing that's glossy or like just a traditional lipstick.
Even Aquaphor is like not working, right? It's that smudgy, gooey mess.
You've got the heat and actual friction, so there's just really no way to keep your lipstick off your mask unless you reach for something super long lasting. These are the Maybelline matte inks, and I absolutely love these. They're not overly drying, but they stay put. And hot tip, if you're a dance mom like I am, the red will stay on a dancer all day long. So, you know, that's a great one to have. But for the mask, like I said, I had that on and I have no lipstick transfer to my mask today. So keep that in mind. You're going to want to matte down when it comes to lips.
Well, it doesn't just stay. According to the product name, it super stays, and it's ink. So I feel confident.
Yeah, so many beautiful colors on that too. So,
good. Do you have a favorite color?
I mean, I think this is the one that I reach for the most, and let's see what one this one is called. This is called Savant. So that's the one I have on today.
Yeah, pretty kind of plumish for fall. All right, great products and great, really overall kind of practical tips to put into play as we all try to adjust to our life behind the mask. We can get more details on your Instagram.
Yep, come find me at Beauty Snoop. There's always lots of fun going on there.
How was Pinners?
Pinners was fantastic. It was a little different this year with the masks on, a little quieter, but super fun. Just to be in person was fantastic.
I heard fun feedback from all my girlfriends about your classes. So nice job. All right, Megan, thank you so much. Coming